it's a delight and privilege to catch up with Mr. Rajeev Prasad. Rajeev is the director of Visual Eyez. He is also the secretary for the Indian Optometry Association. And recently, he also got elected as a board member of the Asia Pacific Council of Optometry. Thank you so much, Rajeev, for joining and speaking with me.
Thank you, Vinod, for having me.
So Rajeev, again, congratulations on being elected to the Asia Pacific Council of Optometry. I think it's great for India, it's great for optometry. Just wondering, what your immediate thoughts on are, in terms of what you could bring to APCO that would be of benefit for the profession in India.
Well, thank you so much for your wishes, Vinod. Getting into APCO board is indeed a matter of, pride and privilege. And, the plans which, I have discussed with my Indian Optometric Association board members and committee that, we'll be actively participating in all the activities, including educators forum and a couple of other activities, because post-COVID now, everything has gone online. So definitely, with APCO, we'll be working on having more and more of educational programs here in the country. And, in India, in all respect, if you see Indian optometric education, the major challenge is, you have a couple of centers who are like, best of the best in down south, and there are different other colleges where, we lack faculties. So we will definitely looking forward to work with APCO and bringing more quality education to India.
Yeah. It's great. I mean, it's great that you've got education as a key focus. So, that's fantastic. And just moving on, I mean, you had touched on the pandemic sometime back, COVID and its impact. Just wondering what your feedback is on the impact COVID has had, to the industry, and what do you see the future? I mean, you think it transforming, changing in any way?
Yeah, see, pandemic, I mean, to most of the people, it's always say that, things are really bad in pandemic. And, people always see that, things are really, really getting bad. But believe me, for us, I see pandemic as a, one opportunity, probably, that has given to everyone, not only in our country, but all over the world, that, we are staying back with our families. We are getting opportunity to, be at our own ease and, work online. Offices are literally closed, and people are getting an opportunity to be at home, and work from home culture has developed. So I mean, this is the new normal, and this is the new advancement which has come up. As long as industry is concerned, industry, yes, the retail market and a couple of other segments are affected, but eventually it has also opened a couple of new avenues. Unlike in this COVID time only, I mean, probably we started India's first and biggest online educational portal, in the name of iGurukul. So that was, and the most mission and vision of iGurukul is, equal learning opportunity to all. And we have covered more than 150 online sessions so far, and it's continuously, on a daily basis is going on. And we are giving opportunity to many new people who has capacity and capability, but probably, the opportunity was lacking. So when I see this as a very positive in all respect, a lot of things are coming up. And, in terms of technologies, yes, nowadays, the latest, I would say distancing aspects or other aspects has really grown. And I see this as an opportunity rather than more of, negativity around.
But you, I mean, just a follow up, from the last question. So you feel the retail sector will change the way it does business, or you think things would get back to pre-COVID kind of normal things at some stage?
Well, retail segment, probably that will emerge with a new model.
Right.
And that is what we see. I mean, we have had a couple of discussions with the industry people, key industries people, and we see that, yes, there is opportunity in terms of eye care. Another challenge, which has already been, termed as epidemic like myopia. I mean, this definitely that is another big thing which is coming up. But in the same way, that is also opening up doors for, Indian optometry and eye care business, talking about myopia control or, dispensing of myopic, lenses and so on.
Yeah, and my last question is, I think you've been in various leadership roles and you've been quite prominent within the Indian optometry movement, for some time. How, based on your experience, how has that sector changed over the last, couple of decades? And where do you see the change happening in the next, few decades? What do you see to be the future?
Well, in eye care, probably, since 1985, I started assisting my parents in our family optical business. Now it's 2021, so it's over 3 decades of, me into industry, and as an optometrist, more than 2 decades. And I really see that, in last 30 years, a lot of things has emerged, a lot of things has changed. Entire concept of, dispensing, or the entire concept of the way, we do refraction, or, everything has changed overall. And in future, it will be definitely more of gadget friendly, more of, latest instruments, and new trends are setting up. Nowadays, today, like over the Zoom, we are, virtually meeting with each other.
Yeah.
So these are advantages, and, remote vision screening has already started. More of, in India, after Allied Health Bill, probably optometrists will come out of, that cocoon of, I would say, dispensing, and they are now they're getting opportunity to get into specialty eye care, like, scleral lenses, orthokeratology, binocular vision, low vision. So these things are gradually growing. So, I see a lot of change happening in coming days, and definitely it will be more dependent on digital devices, gradually. So things are really changing. Lot many new gadgets are coming, and this is new normal, and I guess this is good. In one way, this is really, really good.
Yeah. So thank you again for taking the time and talking to me, and my very best wishes in everything you're doing, right from what you're doing with IOA and what your plans are with APCO and what your plans are in the private world, where you run your own business. Thank you again, Rajeev.
Yeah, thank you so much, Vinod, for having me, and thank you, India Vision Institute. It was wonderful talking to you.